Whiteout conditions throughout the Great Plains sure made travel difficult, but we're still expecting a full house at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group never put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Broncos at 3-7 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
That's taken in by Franklin. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard
line. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
To throw, Browning. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Swings this out for Hunt. There he goes, right side. Kareem Hunt. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Rice. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
But
appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there.
It was Brian Cook who made the tackle. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now Browning.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
2nd and 11 now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Here's Browning.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Now Mahomes.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
1st down, Chiefs.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I'm going to be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Broncos 3. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's a quick throw out to Mims.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Looking to throw. Browning. He'll get that complete to Franklin. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Browning. He finds his man. Complete. It's Franklin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. 79 Bronco. 60 Maverick.
On 4th down, Brown. That's Stills running back complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 7. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Xavier Worthy. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. 2nd and 10.
Yellow. 43.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man right side is Rice. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault, because to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll drop to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Yellow. GOI.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Browning. He finds his man. Complete. It's Franklin. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
48-yard attempt.
He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Rocky Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through this second half as we are back underway in Denver. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 54 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he will have the Broncos first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, part of their struggles in the first half was their inability to convert consistently on 3rd down. But how about this well-designed play? Gave himself plenty of options and able to get the hook up and keep the drive going.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take it across the 15 and into Chief territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Running lanes were to frame him in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd down and 4. keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are once again back in front. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Luntz good on the extra point. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Luntz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there?
Now a 2nd and 10. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? To throw, Browning. And that is incomplete here.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Operating from the gun, Browning, eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
19 Lion. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Check up.
Back to throw. Browning. Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
On the double. Come on. Set.
Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
Will Lutz on for the field goal.
The kick by Lutz is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception's the result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Well, there for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Browning. Buying time to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Browning. Flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Check up.
Looking to throw. Browning. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 49 yards. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Shout out to the I holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gonna be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for two.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Broncos 26, Chiefs 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around his 40. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Mahomes going to throw.
Nice progress down the field is halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. And again, it's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
It leads to
Second and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Franklin. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Browning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Here's Browning. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Browning. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 75 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst.
And now here's another interception. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. You give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Here we go, set.
Again, it's Harvey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner. He got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then it curls back inside for the completion.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling has been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now it's Mahomes again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using...
And Browns get it for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth.
Butker on for the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and he's going to get two. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And they will take a knee here.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, a ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.